Okay guys, before we move on to the next lecture where we will see backwards VLOOKUP function in action, I just wanted to share with you an alternative of looking up backwards which does involve VLOOKUP function, but it is still a combination of two Excel inbuilt functions, and it is more complicated than the one we have seen earlier before. It's not more complicated, but it is like a little difficult to get, as the previous one was fundamentally very clear. This is not quite that clear. So I will show you how to use VLOOKUP function to look up backwards using another function, and that function is choose. So what I'm going to do over here is demonstrate the use of choose function. So say equal to choose, and there's the function, index number say 1, and first comma second. So what we got here is first as the return output. So if I change this to 2, what I get is second. So you can see what the choose function is doing. Choose function is choosing the element at this position, this index number position, from the argument that is passed on after the index number, or the values that are passed on, right? It can be n values, there is no limit to that. So there is an alternative way of doing that. Say it's not like you have to always type the values over there. You can say these are a set of cells, and over here, instead of typing the string inputs, what you can do is you can pass on these as the arguments and change this to 3. So this should now return third. So this is how our choose function works. So now I'm going to use it with VLOOKUP function, or combine it with VLOOKUP function to give me the desired looking up backwards result. So what I'm going to do is over here I will apply the lookup function. So VLOOKUP function, I'm going to look up to this cell, comma. Now for range, what I'm going to do is use choose function, and as an argument what I will pass is inside the curly brackets. Notice that not any bracket, not are or common brackets, but inside the curly brackets I'm going to pass 1 comma 2, then comma, what I'm going to pass is this as column 1, I will explain this, and this as column 2, and I will close the brackets. Now we are out of our choose function, and then we are back to our VLOOKUP function. What I want to return is second column, comma, and false as usual. So enter. So brown, and the brown belongs to April. April has brown color here, so it should return me here April. Let's see, and it returns me April over here. Let's try that out with multi, and it's Dabbu. So it is working quite well, and now we will quickly go over this function to make sure that we understand it completely. What we have is d5 VLOOKUP function. We are looking up to this cell, and we are returning the second column as the output in this cell, and this is set to false. We want exact match, that means. And over here in the range we have done the modification, and this is what we are doing. We are making the call to choose function. In the curly brackets we are saying 1 comma 2. So this function is not saying nothing, but it is saying that treat this range as column 1 and this range as column 2. So even though this is column B, what we have done is we have named this column, this selected range B4 to B9 as column 1 over here, and we have set A4 to A9, that is first column, A column, as column number 2. So and we are asking it to return the column number 2 as output. Now the new our column number 2 is this first column A, and it is going to always look up in the column 1. VLOOKUP functions always looks up for the lookup value in column 1, and now we have defined column 1 as B4 to B9, that is this column over here. So it is looking up in this column now, even though it is the second column, but for VLOOKUP function it is the first column, and it is returning the second column as output, which is even though it is the first column on Excel sheet, but for VLOOKUP function it is the second column. So that is how we tricked VLOOKUP function into thinking that it is still treating the first column and second column as Excel sheet columns, but in fact we have actually interchanged or changed the column numbers inside the VLOOKUP function using the choose function.